everyone. How are we all doing today? This is Ife from Ifechi family. I hope you're good. If you're new to my channel, we cover various things on this channel: family, marriage, relationship, health, faith, and lifestyle. So these are the things we cover here in case you're coming to this channel for the first time. Today I want to quickly touch up on something. My last video I talked about accommodating people, accepting people in your home because they're not going to be there for long. I got some comments which I would like to address. Obviously they're all people's different opinion, which were all valid, and I actually saw where they were all coming from. Some of them mentioned something like people taking advantage of your hospitality. If you welcome them into your home, they might cause problems, they might become entitled and stuff like that. All I can say about that is that if you are not led to do that, if you are not sure of who you are welcoming in, then please don't do it. But if you are led and prayerfully led to accommodate people, please do. And God sees the heart, and God knows that you're doing a good deed, and He will never allow anything like that to cause you any problem. But if you have double mind about it, please don't. It's your home, and it's you decide what you want to do. But that's what I want to read out to us, that somebody sent me privately. Let me just read this out, and then we can talk about it briefly before I go into what I want to say today. She said, it depends on who is coming to stay. If you allow unreasonable people in, then they will scatter your peaceful home. If it's in-laws, as long as you and hubby are singing from the same songbook, you can work together with whoever is in your home and accommodate his or her weaknesses. But if you and hubby are not working together, it will bring disagreements that was not there before the person arrived. So that's what this person said, which I fully understand. What she's saying, it has to be, you have to agree with your spouse before you can bring people in. But as for whether it's good to do good to people in such way, absolutely, because we don't know when we will need each other. So I just want to clarify that. So everybody's opinion were valid, and I understand where you are all coming from. So thank you for all those inputs. I love that. That's why I like people to comment on my comment section, so I can get the feel of what you're thinking as well. Right, today I want to quickly talk about something that is really important and really bothered me, because I've had things like this in the past, and I thought they were in the past. I didn't know that in this 21st century that things like this are still happening. So I thought I'll bring this to our attention, especially as we're coming to the end of the year. So that if we have this kind of, I'll call it stupid mindset, that we should drop it as we enter into 2022. The Bible said that my people perished due to lack of knowledge. But I'm saying here that my people perish because of ignorance. You know, they're so ignorant that there are things you just hear sometimes. You wonder, is it really, did it really happen? Is it really true? But when it's coming from a reliable source, then that's the ones I normally talk about here is something that is coming from directly to me from a reliable source for me to discuss. Then I'll bring it up here just to make sure. I mean, this type of thing in the olden days, or when we are growing up, even, yes. When I say in the olden days, I mean I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But when I mean olden days, I don't mean old. Maybe I grew up in the 70s, and I grew up in the 60s and 70s. So when we are growing up, these things might be an issue, but I didn't know it's still an issue up to date, and that is being people not accepting. Let's forget about the religion aspect of Jehovah's Witnesses. I think they don't take blood or something like that. So I'm not going to go into that. But this one I'm talking about, they're not Jehovah's Witnesses. They're just people who are refusing treatment because their pastor said. Their pastor said that they're going to pray for them, and they will be well. And I just wondered, these pastors that are telling you these things, are they not reading the same Bible that we are reading? There's we're in Matthew 9 verse 12, where Jesus said that those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are not well. So it's important that we seek opinion of a doctor, of a medical person, qualified one for that matter, when we have medical condition. And the author of Acts of Apostle and the Gospel of Luke was actually a doctor. If you read Colossians 14 verse 4, he said he's a doctor. He was a doctor. So it's not out of place to seek medical attention. And this, if you are going to one of these so-called churches that are telling you that they have to pray, that is not your portion, that you are not going to do this or that, and then people are perishing, people are passing away in certain circumstances. I've had instances of these things happening. Please, can we put a stop to this and stop listening to these people, because lives are perishing because of this kind of behavior. When they are not well themselves, they fly themselves out of the country even to get treatment, and they're telling you that they're going to pray for you. Why can't they pray for themselves when they are not well as well? I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that prayers does not help when you're unwell. Of course, we pray. You know, we can lay hands on people, we can pray for people when they're not well. But when things become really critical and needs medical attention, please, we should not hang around. The one that really made me to talk about this is case that came to my attention a few weeks ago, but I actually decided to talk about it now because it has come up again. I just heard another story of similar issue recently, so I said to myself, no, I have to come out here and talk about it, because my background is health. I'm a health practitioner, so I know the importance of, one, looking after your health naturally by what you eat, by detoxing, by exercise, and all the rest of it. But when it becomes necessary that you have to seek medical opinion, please do not hang around, because it can be disastrous. So this is a particular issue. Actually, why I was talking about, I thought this things happened in the olden days, was this mentality of women insisting that they want to have their babies naturally. They don't want to have a cesarean section because people will laugh at them. And then their relatives will even tell them, no, your own mother had 10 of you, and she had them all normal. Why will you're just having your first child and you're going to go to have it by operation? Oh, it's not a good thing, or it means that you're not a woman, all the rest of it. And then people will listen to these things and they will struggle on to have these babies themselves. Either they lose their babies, or they lose them, or they pass away, or both. You know, both. And then where do we stand? But the one that made me to come out to say this is the fact that it was actually the husband of this particular lady that insisted that she doesn't want her to have to deliver the baby by operation. And the reason behind that one is even what is more baffling to me, and that is that it's easier if they just have it normally. They don't have to pay too much. But if she has the operation, they have to pay the money for the operation. They have to stay in hospital longer, and that the money will be wasted. Wasted? I cannot believe this. And then this woman was like, she even wanted it. Unlike other people, some people would have said, oh, I want to try and have it normally because people will laugh at me. People will laugh at you about what? Whether it doesn't matter how you deliver your children, whether it's by cesarean section or by normal delivery. The most important thing is that you are alive and well, and the baby as well. That's the most important thing to you, not what people are thinking, not what people are saying. You even thank God that you are privileged to conceive, and then time for delivery. The medical people will advise you that you need a cesarean section, and you are saying no for silly reason to me. But for this particular one I want to talk about is the husband making such decision. That's why it's different here where I am in diaspora. You don't make such decisions for your wife. She's an adult, and she should be able to make decisions for herself, what she wants to do, not what you want to do. You didn't carry that baby for 9 months. You did not go through what she went through from the first trimester, second trimester, and the third trimester, and the time for delivery. You want to come and talk about money. What money? Eventually, this one, why is paining me? I'm so angry. honestly, because this is a waste, such a waste. This lady actually passed away, but the baby was delivered alive. Now let the man go and eat that baby. Let me let him go and see what he's going to do with the child. The woman is gone because they want to. She wants to her to have a normal delivery, and in the process, the baby eventually was delivered, and was a struggle for the babies to survive. But she, due to other complications that followed that delivery, she did not make it. So how do you explain this? So I want to come out here and say this, please, if we are still having that kind of reasoning, which I don't know where this is, it's not leading us anywhere. Let us, if you know people who have still got that kind of mentality, please advise them. If you need medical attention, please seek medical attention. Money should, okay, this man talking about money, operation will mean money. Now he's going to bring up money to bury that woman. So which one, what's going on here? So this really, really pained me, and I thought I'll come out here and say this. I don't want this video to be too long as usual. I don't like my sit-down videos to be long. I'll be on live stream on Sunday. We can continue this discussion, and then other things that will come up that we'll talk about. You know how we do it on Sundays? Every other Sunday when I'm on live stream, we do singing and dancing, and then we can talk about things. Well, we're going to talk more about this on Sunday and other things surrounding this. Okay, I'm sure you have got one or two things. Please, I am so embittered. I'm just so sad. I'm just so, I don't know how I feel about this. Let's not be hearing this kind of news again, please. Thank you so much for listening. Join me on Sunday UK time 3 p.m. for us to continue this discussion and other things that we have in stock for that day. Thank you so much once again, and God bless you. Goodbye.